Hello and welcome to Braden's Watch Reviews. My name is Braden and today I have another quick little unboxing and first impressions video for you. This is a watch that I bought during AliExpress's 11/11 sale and I'm really excited to see what it looks like in person and give you guys my thoughts and impressions. So first, let's go ahead and open the package. There we go. And now let's go ahead. It looks like we have another package inside that we have to open, so give me 1 second. Let's see here. Now removing this one, we should get a look at the box here. And as you can see, it does come from a company called, let me turn it around so you guys can see, but it does come from a company called Heimdallr. I'm not too familiar with the company, but I have heard really good reviews from the little bit I've looked into them. So now sliding off this case and opening the box, we will get our first look at the watch itself. So let's see. Let's go ahead and pop this off and let's look at that watch. And there it is. As you can see, it is the No Time to Die Homage watch by Heimdallr. It does look really good. I'm very excited to open it up and put it on wrist and just see everything about it. But right now, first impressions is looks really nice. It does look like that 12 o'clock indice might not line up perfectly, but I'm not too sure. Other than that though, it does feel really nice in hand and does feel pretty high quality. So give me a second to go ahead and rip off these stickers and I'll be right back with you. So there we go. I did take the stickers off of the watch and now we will get a little bit of a better look at the watch itself. And I did think that that 12 o'clock indice didn't line up, but it was actually just that the bezel had been turned a little too far is all. So it does look to me at least that it does line up perfectly now that I've went ahead and readjusted the bezel. This watch does sport a titanium construction, which I'm really excited about. That combined with the black NATO strap does make the watch feel very light compared to a lot of the other stainless steel watches. As you can see, it does have the date window at the 6 o'clock. That is one difference between this watch and the Omega watch that Bond wore in the movie. However, I do really like the look of this watch. It does sport right over here a helium escape valve. I don't think it actually works, but it does look really cool and make it look a lot more like the original watch that this is designed after. I'll go ahead and put it on wrist now, and while I do that, I will come back and give you guys a rundown of the specs as well. So this is what the watch looks like on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. Like I said, it does sport a titanium case with a aluminum bezel. The aluminum bezel is a little bit disappointing to hear. I do wish it would have been ceramic. But it does make it true to form because I do believe that the Omega watch also had an aluminum bezel as well. The watch is powered by the Seiko NH35A movement. I have talked about that movement a lot over the past few videos, so I'm sure you guys are already familiar with it. But a little rundown of it. It is an automatic movement that is very reliable and sports a sweeping second hand that I believe ticks 6 times per second, as you can see as it goes across the screen right now. I did get the version with the NATO strap. One gripe I have is, for whatever reason, the strap combined with the watch is a little stiff, so it does make the watch kind of sit a little funny and feel like it sits off of either side of the wrist a little bit. I'm hoping as I break in the strap a little, it might feel a little bit better to me. The diameter of the watch comes in at 42 millimeters with a thickness of 13.5 millimeters. I will say on my wrist it does sit pretty well. It doesn't feel like it sits all that high on my wrist, which I'm really glad about. The strap length or the strap width is the standard 20 millimeters, so like a lot of other watches, you should be able to find different bands for it if you like. And in fact, before the full review, I do plan to switch this band with a metal band that's a little closer to the one worn in the movie. So I really do like the look of this watch, and while I did complain a little bit of how it feels on wrist, I do think it looks pretty good on my 7¼ inch wrist. I don't think it looks as big as it feels, so that is something I'm really glad about. This bezel isn't really my favorite bezel design. Not that it's hard to turn or anything, it's just the clicking of it sounds a little dull, and it's just not as satisfying of a bezel feel as some of the bezels on other watches I've reviewed. Sorry about that autofocus, I'm not sure why it's struggling so much, but hopefully you guys can see the watch fine and see a little bit of what I'm talking about. I guess really the only complaint that I would have right now is the way the strap feels on wrist, as well as the titanium feel does make the watch feel a little cheap, oddly enough. How light it feels makes the build quality feel a little cheaper than other steel watches. And I know that yes, titanium watches are the nicer version and more are tougher and able to hold up to more. So I understand that titanium isn't cheap, but for whatever reason, this watch is just so light with the titanium construction and the NATO strap that it does feel a little bit cheap in hand when you first hold it. So this has been just a real short video of my first impressions on the Heimdallr No Time to Die Homage watch. I do plan to do a full review, and that should be coming out in just a couple weeks. So if you are interested in watching that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video, be sure to leave it a like. Feel free to leave me a comment down in the comments section. I do try to respond to all of my comments. Any feedback or criticism is welcomed. I am pretty new to making these videos, so I'm still learning. So if you have any tips or tricks, let me know. Thanks again for watching this video, and we'll see you next time.